Hey guys, YouTuber Nerd here. Alright, and now here I am with another TV Christmas special review. And now I'm going to be going over the Winnie the Pooh Christmas special, Winnie the Pooh and Christmas 2. So, yeah, this is another one that I actually think that this is overall a pretty good Christmas special, I think. This was like a Christmas special I really did watch a lot when I was like a little kid growing up. I would always watch this film, this special during Christmas time. Now, of course, obviously, if you've been watching me for quite a while, you know that I really do have a soft spot for Winnie the Pooh. I mean, yeah, even just this past summer when I reviewed all those Winnie the Pooh feature films in honor of the Christopher Robin movie, and I've even also gone over the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh before, which I really love. So yeah, I do have a real soft spot for Winnie the Pooh, as I'm sure all of you know that are subscribed to me. And yeah, like I said, I did watch this special as a little kid, and yeah, I really did like watching it. And even now, I mean, I haven't watched this special in quite a while, but yeah, I just rewatched it so I could make this review. And yeah, I still really do enjoy it. I mean, yeah, this special, I actually do find it pretty funny. There are quite the number of funny moments in this Christmas special, and yeah, it also does get really heartfelt at moments too, especially towards the last 5 minutes or so of this special. Yeah, the last 5 minutes in general, really do say it really does kind of make them realize really what Christmas is really about and they should really be doing on Christmas, and they really don't need Christmas presents during Christmas time. They just really need to be together for Christmas. And yeah, that's really what I guess is the lesson learned in the special. And really overall, the premise of this special is that Pooh and the others end up writing a letter to Santa asking for what they want for Christmas, but yeah, when they do write the letter, Pooh ends up forgetting to actually ask for something for Christmas, and so they end up then they get the letter back, and then yeah, they then Pooh then is able to put down what he wants for Christmas, and then yeah, they end up sending the letter to Santa, but yeah, it doesn't actually end up getting to going to the right place, and it ends up back with Pooh, and so then yeah, Pooh and Piglet then just take it upon themselves to try to bring Christmas to their friends, and then the plan ends up backfiring, and then yeah, Pooh then just takes it upon himself to try to take the letter to Santa himself, but then yeah, he ends up losing it, and then yeah, and they then Pooh and the others then realize really what Christmas really should be all about. And yeah, and that's really just the main premise of this special. So yeah, overall, I do think it is overall a pretty simplistic special. But it does get this message across, and a pretty entertaining uh, style, I think. Yeah, because like I said, there are quite the number of funny moments in this special. There's this bit in the episode where Rabbit is trying to check out all the bugs that are swarming his house, but yeah, he just doesn't have a good fly swatter to get the bugs with. and and then it just ends up being just a pretty much Rabbit just not doing a bunch of useless stuff to get the bugs out, and it's pretty funny. Yeah. And there's another moment in this where, well, yeah, after Pooh does take it upon himself to try to bring Christmas to his friends, and he brings them handmade gifts of what they want, but they end up being real cheap knockoffs of the stuff, and yeah, they just end up being real useless, really, and they just end up like just coming apart easily and stuff. Yeah, and there's other like funny bits throughout this special as well. But yeah, I do think that it is overall a pretty entertaining and with some funny parts in this special. So yeah, so I really do like the special enough. Yeah, in the special you still do have like pretty much the entire cast of Winnie the Pooh characters in this. There's still Pooh, Tigger, a Piglet, Rabbit, Eeyore, or Christopher Robin, and even Gopher ends up like appearing in this special as well. And they're still like voiced by pretty much the same voice cast that voiced them in the New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. And there's Jim Cummings, Paul Winchell, Ken Sampson, John Fiedler, and Peter Cullen, and yeah, other. And yeah, pretty much like the entire cast from the New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, I don't think that this is actually like a an official episode of the New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Who I think this is just like something, uh, just like a special that's really like based on the New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. So yeah, it's just like its own thing really, and not really uh, an official episode of that series. But yeah, overall I do like this special well enough with some funny moments and yeah, like I said, a pretty like emotional last 5 minutes of the special. And yeah, I do think overall it is a pretty enjoyable special. I mean, yeah, if you're Winnie the Pooh fans and if you're interested in seeing like a Christmas style Winnie the Pooh episode or something, I think that you will get enjoyment out of this. I mean, it really does still have like really what does make Winnie the Pooh really enjoyable. So yeah, I mean, it just really does just like yeah, it does really have that Winnie the Pooh feel to it. So yeah, if you're a fan of Winnie the Pooh and if you're interested, it is definitely worth watching. And yeah, I don't think you'll be disappointed in watching it. So yeah. Okay, so yeah, let me just talk a little bit about the special. So as the special opens up, it shows that Christopher Robin, Pooh, and the rest of the gang are just writing a letter to Santa uh, for the presents that they want. And yeah, and Rabbit like ends up wanting just a new fly swatter to stop the bugs from like eating his carrots. Eeyore like just wants an umbrella to keep snow off of his house. Tigger wants a snowshoe for his tail that he can bounce on snow. And Christopher Robin also like ended up asking for a sled that's big enough for him and maybe a friend or two, in his words. And like I said before, yeah, Pooh doesn't actually end up asking for a present, hasn't while the letter's being written, but yeah, throughout like as everybody is saying what they want, like Pooh like just ends up interjecting and wondering if they would want any pots of honey and stuff. But yeah, and then like a Piglet that's present, like he says that he just like said that Santa could bring him whatever he wanted to, and just because Piglet really didn't know what he wanted for Christmas. So then, after the letter was completed, then they just like threw it in the north direction, and the wind just ended up blowing the letter away. And then the next morning, like Piglet visited Pooh, and it showed like Pooh like making his Christmas tree, and just oh gosh, Pooh's Christmas tree, it just really just makes me laugh a lot. Like what Pooh's Christmas tree was like, Pooh literally just like drew a Christmas tree on his wall and just nailed a star at the top. It just makes me laugh so hard seeing just how just like how just creative that is, and yeah, just like how it just shows like the innocence of Winnie the Pooh. I just find it really funny. Yeah, but anyway. Yeah, and Piglet then like reminded Pooh that he didn't ask for a present in the letter, and so then yeah, Pooh and Piglet like went on a search for the letter, and it was a pretty funny way that they were trying to capture the letter. Like Piglet was trying to blow up a balloon to try to like get Pooh and Piglet to like be able to fly in the air to try to catch the letter, but yeah, it ended up in hijinks when like as Piglet was blowing up the balloon, the air in the balloon just like went back into Piglet, and Piglet like ended up like getting all big and stuff, and like somehow Piglet was like bouncing off of the ground, which that was kind of funny. And Piglet ended up like falling into the net that Pooh had. And then, yeah, Piglet was eventually able to blow the air back out into the balloon. And yeah, the balloon eventually ended up deflating, and yeah, Pooh and Piglet just ended up like flying back down to the ground. And then they just then ended up finding that their letter was ended up just like being stuck in some trees. And so then, yeah, then Pooh and Piglet then went to Tigger and Eeyore about it, and then, yeah, they all then and visited Rabbit to get like a pencil to make a new letter for to include like stuff a present for Pooh. Yeah. And then at Rabbit's house it then like showed that the swarm of bugs that are always like getting into Rabbit's vegetables and stuff, like in the series it's in the new Adventures Winnie the Pooh TV series, it showed that the bugs are like constantly like picking food out of Rabbit's garden and stuff, and then yeah, the bugs ended up just swarming inside Rabbit's house and just eating all the carrots that Rabbit had on his Christmas tree. And then, yeah, Rabbit tried to fend the bugs off with his old fly swatter that was just like totally worn out, and but it was like pretty much useless against the bugs. Like because yeah, then the side of the thing to swat the bugs with, there was nothing there, so it was pretty much just an empty thing. And Rabbit tried to swat at one of the bugs, but yeah, of course, like since there was nothing in the actual swatting part, it's the bug like was just like obviously unharmed, and then eventually Rabbit just ended up chasing all the bugs out. And then yeah, then Pooh, Piglet, Tigger, and Eeyore then all visited Rabbit asking for a pencil, and Rabbit had one. And yeah, even Rabbit realized that Pooh didn't ask for a present either, so yeah, Rabbit was just like all jittery and hyper himself, just wanting to make sure Pooh did have a present. And then yeah, Robert just got like so wrapped up as he just put down like the letter to her to make the list for. Like he just was like yelling at Piglet to put down a present, even when Robert was still holding the pencil. Yeah, yeah, but then yeah, and then yeah, everyone was interesting what they wanted. How Pooh like just ended up wanting some honey, of course, and then you know, Rabbit then like also wanted like a bug sprayer to keep the bugs out for good, and Eeyore also wanted like a new home, and Tigger like wanted like some powerful snowshoes so Tigger could bounce like really good and stuff. Yeah. And then as Boo and Piglet went out to send the letter out, then Tigger, Eeyore, and Rabbit then like went off to get a Christmas tree, and then they got some help from Gopher, and they actually woke Gopher up from hibernation to get a tree, and yeah, Gopher helped them like chop down like a really big tree, and yeah, it was funny. It actually showed like Gopher, like you know how small Gopher is, he was able to actually like hold the tree up over his head somehow, which yeah got people like laughing pretty hard too. Like it's just how like silly that was. Yeah. Yeah, but then yeah, then later that night, as a Pooh and Piglet went home, then like the letter ended up like blowing back in the other direction, and it ended up back at Pooh's home. And then now Pooh told Piglet about what happened, and then yeah, they then like felt that because that Santa didn't get their letter, that they wouldn't get their presents, and then yeah, Pooh and Piglet then just decided to take it upon themselves to bring Christmas to everybody and make sure everybody got the gifts that they wanted. So then like Pooh was then dressed as Santa, and then he gave gifts to Tigger, Rabbit, and Eeyore. And yeah, like he tried to get them the gifts that they wanted. He gave Tigger like a big snowshoe bounce to give him to bounce up, but it was just like a barrel with like a spring and a shoe attached to it. And yeah, Tigger like took it out trying to like bounce real high, and then like when Tigger tried to make a really huge bounce, and he came down to the ground. It just like ended up smashing the barrel, and yeah, it was just destroyed. Yeah. And then Pooh then gave Rabbit the bug spray that Rabbit wanted, but yeah, it was just like a teapot and stuff. And yeah, it just, of course, it would just useless against the bugs, and the bugs just end up like chasing Rabbit out of his house. And the new home that had Eeyore wanted was a quote unquote mobile home, which is just like a suitcase that Eeyore was just stuffed into. And then, yeah, Tigger, Rabbit, and Eeyore then just went to hunt down Santa. And then, yeah, they just saw the show that Pooh was riding a sled that he was going to give to Christopher Robin with Piglet as the reindeer. And and then, like, as a Tigger, Rabbit, and Eeyore then saw Pooh, who they thought was Santa still, they were then just like wanting to see him fly. But then, yeah, Piglet then ended up like slipping, and then the sled ended up falling downhill and crashing. And then it was revealed to Tigger, Rabbit, and Eeyore that it was just Pooh in a Santa disguise. Yeah. And then later on, then Pooh decided to just take it upon himself and just like take their letter to Santa himself. Well, and then he just said that since he probably won't get back for Christmas, he said that it would be worth missing Christmas if he could bring Christmas to them. So then, yeah, Pooh then took off to try to take the letter to Santa, but then the wind like got really, really strong, and it just ended up blowing the letter away. And so then, yeah, Pooh then just headed back. And then just showed them Tigger, Piglet, Rabbit, and Eeyore at the Christmas tree. And like Tigger was like trying to just say how great for Christmas they were going to have, but Piglet was really upset that Pooh wasn't going to be there with them. And then, yeah, eventually, then like all of them then just then realized that Pooh should actually be spending Christmas with them, and then yeah, Pooh ended up arriving back, but he told them that like he wasn't able to get the letter to the North Pole and they wouldn't get any presents. But yeah, Piglet then just told Pooh that as long as they have him, they don't need any presents. But then yeah, Christopher Robin then showed up on the sled that he asked for, that Santa did bring him, and then yeah, Christopher Robin brought gifts to the rest of them that Santa brought for them, which was what they wanted. Like Rabbit got his ice water, or Tigger got his snowshoe, Eeyore got his umbrella. Piglet's gift was some special thing. Yeah, even I don't know really what Piglet's gift really was. But yeah, he did get like something that even Piglet didn't know what it was. And then, yeah, Pooh's gift was, of course, a honey pot. Like, it was just like a honey pot with a bow wrapped around it. But yeah, Pooh was just like, and just told Christopher Robin that since he wasn't able to actually get the letter to the North Pole, he just felt that he didn't deserve his present. But yeah, then like I said, it was perfect for him to hug Christopher Robin with, and then yeah, it just ended with Pooh then hugging Christopher Robin, and then it just zoomed out, and yeah, and that's how it ended. So yeah, as you can tell, as you can probably guess, it is an overall a pretty simple premise of the special, but yeah, it does have like a lot of like funny bits in it, like some of the stuff I've talked about, and even has some other stuff like that as well. And yeah, it just really does have like the stuff that really does make Winnie the Pooh very enjoyable. So yeah, it does really just have all the Winnie the Pooh elements into it, and it really does make it a very enjoyable Christmas special to watch. So yeah, it is good for your little kids to watch, and yeah, and if you're like a Winnie the Pooh fan, like I said earlier on, yeah, if you have interest in watching this, it is definitely worth a watch, and you won't be disappointed to watch it. So yeah, it is definitely pretty good. Winnie the Pooh Christmas special. So yeah, definitely like definitely check it out if you're a Winnie the Pooh fan, and you will definitely enjoy it. So yeah, so that's my take on it. All right, I guess that's all I really have to say about it. So yeah, all right, so this is it for my review of Winnie the Pooh and Christmas 2. So I hope you guys did enjoy this review. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.